on that one. She asked for $40, no matter how she asks. Whatever she say, understand, hang the phone up, and start to a new relationship. If the hoe asks for $40, you ask her, your response to her is, I'll pay for you, or I know about a free rehab. If you're financially able to put in a rehab and you feel like she's worth it, tell her I'll pay for it. Actually, do this. When she asks for $40, you tell her, look,
ways to go. I got moves to make, homie, but I stay in the flow. See, I just do what I say I'ma do. No, my movement ain't faded. You could assume I'm just doing what's great. I'm the truth, cause I'm live. And ain't knowing this moment is my time. Cause I rise, yes, I got it all in the palm of your hand. Look at it, right here. I guess I do. Come on, go. Oh, you better step right. Lord, you got to have me. Tight, huh? Got to start clean.
Welcome back to the Big Facts Podcast. I am Consaco, fearless leader of AO Nation, and this is, are you fucking serious? We got an issue right here. Shout out to Katrina Gibbs of the Conversations with Me show. If you have not subscribed to her channel, go and subscribe to that fucking channel, because she said something, man. She said no one is going to talk about how Nivea is on this goddamn BET shit looking crackish. And it just, I just watched this shit, man, and I just watched it, so you gotta excuse me. I just watched this shit, man, and it's sad. It's sad as fuck, man. It's so much shit in this goddamn interview. Like, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. I don't know why, but it's always more sad when a bitch is on dope. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about how to tell that your bitch, your sister, your family member is on dope and shit like that, man. Seen somebody in the comment section say that she had a stroke, and I don't really understand why it is. I know why it is, but why is it? I'm gonna ask you now. Why is it that you run to a bitch's defense as if you're defending her by hiding the issue? Why is that a fucking thing? You telling me that she had a stroke. As people go and look for this information, it can't be found. So you just a magical motherfucker. But this is not no different than what motherfuckers do. I guarantee you whoever the fuck said that was a bitch. You don't want the motherfucker to feel bad about her doing something that's not good. And this is where we're gonna start. Let's talk a little bit. AO Nation, look, the second stop in the Big Facts Podcast Alabama tour is going to be Tuskegee, Alabama. On October 6th, I will be on Highway 29 at Macon Motel. From 12 to 5, I'll be out that hole with the giveaways. This really making it understood that I'm not the internet niggas. I really talk minds outside. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get your uniform before the date, you already know where to go. Hit the link. Your shirt's going for $20. Your snapback's going for $25. Also, remember that if you want to donate and shit like that, it's a whole different PayPal. But that PayPal is always in the description box. You know what I'm saying? All my rap niggas, I told y'all at the end of September, I'm going to open the gates back up and we're going to start promoting again. You have to have at least a $200 budget. Prices start at $200. If you do not have $200, do not contact me. If you hit me up talking that business shit and that fucking talk don't end no motherfucking transaction, my nigga, you blocked. Period. If you don't have $200, this goes for business owners. If you have a product that you want me to promote on the show, you're fucking me up. and you don't got $200, man, don't fuck up our relationship like that, because I'm going to block you. You know what I'm saying? $200 just like that. Just simple. Please understand, firstly, before we get into the signs to identify that there's a drug problem at hand with your female loved one. Before we get into that, let me talk about where these type of problems are born. These issues start not just with parenting. It starts with society's plan to destroy the black race. First off, it's that kind of video. Yeah, first off, if it was not after integration, before integration, there was a plan that said we'll be far better off destroying it'll be way easier to destroy these motherfuckers if we get them close to us. Then we can, we can hide in plain sight. We'll get close to them. We'll befriend them. And when they made this plan, they knew that innocent people would get hurt. I'm not talking about, because they don't see black people as innocent people. They see them as the motherfucking problem. The innocent people they were talking about was the white people who didn't have anything to do with this racist type of shit. But just like with every plan of war, there will be collateral damage. And those innocent white people, like the white people in AO Nation, white people like Sean King, white people like Rachel Dolezal. I'll say her name because of the good she's done, even though she scammed the system. And if a nigga scam the system, they'll be in prison, and all they should be stripped away the way they try to do Umar Johnson. But there are a lot of good Caucasian people. There are a lot of good Mexican people. There's a lot of good police officers. Your race or your occupation doesn't determine whether you're morally, good or not. But this plan had to do with deception. It had to do with, we're going to pose as your fucking friend only to destroy you. This is where you get into the Tuskegee experiment. Situations like this where you purposely infect niggas. And after doing shit like that, how is it that you can think that a nigga would not be looking at you sideways from that point on? This is the issue that motherfuckers have when you say, fuck that shit that happened in the past. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking? Do you understand, dog? Listen to me, dog. These niggas. I seen a black bitch say this. And she was sitting next to two white men. And she said, get over slavery. Why do you keep bringing it up? That's the past. We need to move forward. That's not going to help us in the future. Which it won't. I agree with you, sister. I agree with you. I agree with you so much that I feel like my criminal record should be totally expunged. I guarantee you there's a lot of grown men who believe you and also agree with you to the point where they feel like when they got their life sentence, because the prosecutor was allowed to use their juvenile record and they were 36 years old at the time that the crime took place, their juvenile record was supposed to be sealed, and it was used in that case to make them seem like a career fucking criminal. Black girl, I ask you, why in the fuck didn't what happened? Why didn't history not matter in that situation? Let's talk further. Let's talk a little bit. If the past doesn't matter, why do we keep track of fucking sexual? Hey, dog. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you, dog. Hey! Come here, Auntie. Come here. Come here. Come here, dog. Now! Excuse me. You? Why do we keep track of sexual predators, of child predators? History matters, because if you don't, let me stop that, man. I understand. Let me stop though, man, because we gotta talk about these hoes and how you can tell and shit like that. But because that shit right there, that's bullshit, man. And it plays into what we're talking about today, because forgetting where it is you've been, forgetting your upbringing, forgetting what society told you is exactly what should take place. And if that would take place, then we wouldn't have the drug problem that we're having at this point in time. Because the drug problem, before you have a drug problem, you have an addictive personality. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you can be cured. Physically, you don't need dope. Understand, you need bread and water. That's all you need to survive. That's it. Sunlight for black people. Anything else is extra. Extra, extra. Physically, they tell you that after, with pills, I'm sure that shit like after, you know what I'm saying, feel like a week of taking that shit every day, you know what I'm saying, your body craves it now. With the pills they got now, I'm sure that shit about 3 days. But you feel like you need it. But mentally, you can beat that shit. You'll just be uncomfortable for maybe a week. Let's say 2 weeks. You'll be uncomfortable for 2 weeks. But after that, you're good. Back to normal. But mentally, you can take that 2 weeks and make that shit 20 years. If you haven't beaten whatever addiction mentally, it's not beat. It's not beat. It's not how the human mind works, man. I'm sure if the human mind, if there was a machine where you can have a forced amnesia, a lot of people would choose that shit. Because a lot of our fucking behaviors are learned. All of them are learned. And they're learned from situations of our environment. But I don't want to go there either. I'm just telling you that that's where a drug addict mindset is born. For one, society, then your upbringing. Society will tell you, you know what I'm saying, there will always be drugs. Society will also tell you that there's a difference between recreational and being an all-out junkie. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that, you know what I'm saying, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do this like this and it's all good, but if you do it like this, it's all bad. Instead of saying, if you do it at all, it's all bad. There are guidelines, there are steps that are put in place that will really make you believe that you can play this fucking game without fucking losing. But they put it in such a way, like the way they put it in movies and that subliminal, you know what I'm saying, messaging and shit like that, folks with your subconscious, they put it in such a way that you will never trace it back to the person or the people who actually put that in your fucking mind. The way you can pinpoint, I know I got my violent streak or my anger and my ferocity. I know I got that from my father whooping me and shit like that, beating me. I know I got my smart mouth from my mama or something like that. You can pinpoint where they came from. But the way these motherfuckers work, you will never know where the fuck you learned that. You know what I'm saying? I can smoke weed like this or whatever like that, and it's all good. This is acceptable. I can drink like this, and it's acceptable. Because I can get an Uber. I should call a taxi. Instead of saying, you should never, you know what I'm saying, walk down this fucking road. You fucking up if you walk down this road. We'll arrest you if you walk down this fucking road. Because what the fuck is let's talk. What's a public intox? I was in a bar, I walked outside to my taxi, but the space in between the threshold of the bar and me getting in the taxi, that's the fucking public. And I'm intoxicated. So, in theory, a police officer could wait outside a fucking club and just arrest motherfuckers. This is the motherfucking tightrope I'm talking about. Let's get down to what we talking about right fast, man. How to tell a bitch is on dope, man. Get your loved one. You probably got a daughter. This is mainly, I'm pointing this towards you being in a situation where you're in a relationship or thinking about being in a relationship. And this is why I want this to be known. I want you to understand that before you even get in a relationship with this bitch, what she got going on. So that you don't have to find this out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm also going to do one for the ladies so they can also have the same armor on them. First off, you know what I'm saying? So, firstly, if the bitch if she asks you for $40 ever, bitch on dope. She ever asks you for $40, the bitch on dope. Can't tell you what exact drug, but I'm pretty much 85% of the time, if she asks you for $40, she's on pills, preferably lower tabs, Xanax, and she's on weed, preferably gas, which would be the exotic strand. She on fucking dope. She asks for $40, she buying pills and weed. 85%. She may be asking for coke and shit like that, but that's more of a, you know what I'm saying, serious situation, and you'll find signs to be a little bit easy on that one. She asked for $40, no matter how she asks. Whatever she say, understand, hang the phone up, and start to a new relationship. If the hoe asks for $40, you ask her, your response to her is, I'll pay for you, or I know about a free rehab. If you're financially able to put in a rehab and you feel like she's worth it, tell her I'll pay for it. Actually, do this. When she asks for $40, you tell her, look, I'll facilitate you getting into a rehab on my dime. Would you be willing to go? Because you have a problem. If she, fuck that shit. Hang the phone up. If she say, yeah, you know what? I think I do need some help. Depending on where y'all at in y'all relationship, that's on you then to get the money up and send it there. Or say, alright, look, your next check or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You need to talk to your parents about this. You know what I'm saying? So we can get the money together. I thought you said you had the money. Like, I understand that, but I'm trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. We got bigger problems than me telling you a lie right now. You got a drug problem. And that's how you handle that shit. $40 guaranteed. Number 2. Same way to tell a bitch on drugs. Slurred words. Not only slurred words, but this type of shit. The uncontrollable movement or the slanting of the jaw. The slanting of the jaw. if you look back, if this, like I said, this for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be a street nigga to understand. You know what I'm saying? But with smokers and snorters, it's not just smokers, snorters. That shit, it really hit them in the mouth area. Sometimes it locked their shit up. Man, I don't know what the fuck going on. That motherfucker around that bitch. I don't know what the fuck going on. That motherfucker. That bitch around that motherfucker. They shit lock up. Kind of like XP do hoes. Know what I'm saying? And niggas too. Their shit'll lock up. You won't be able to understand what it is they saying. Not like a drunk though, but like they skipping over words on some shit, whatever like that. And then it's got that, you know what I'm saying? This slanging, that jargon slang, that bitch gonna get real loose. Like your shit slanging like that. It's like you can't control your mouth. It's like the inability to control your jaw. You know what I'm saying? Understand that's not no goddamn stroke. That's nothing else in the fucking land but that damn dope. And the fact that you're actually seeing her like that says that it's bad at this point because she can't hide it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all at the house and she doing that shit, yeah, like it's fucked up at this point. Once again, you let her know if you care, if you know what I'm saying, if you're willing to do it, I'll put the money up, I'll facilitate you to a rehab. But if we're gonna take this relationship any further, you're gonna have to get off this goddamn dope. She denied it. You pack your shit, get the fuck out. Now, if she gets hostile in a hostile way, this is what I'm telling you. Try to see the signs before y'all get into a real serious relationship. Now, if she was straight in the beginning, then it was later on in the relationship that she got on dope, whatever like that, you will notice it in behavior issues also. But right now, I'm telling you the physical signs. Because a lot of you niggas won't be able to pick up on a bitch getting smart with you and just trying to get her way like a child. And, you know what I'm saying, her actually having a behavioral issue. So I'm giving you shit that you'll be able to see physically. If the hoe gets in it type of hostile, whatever like that, you may... This is why I'm going to make a video about this also. About trying to save a relationship and protecting yourself at the same time. When a relationship gets to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it's getting more and more hostile more frequently, you're going to have to start recording everything. You know what I'm saying? If you see it start getting hostile, I'm not telling you to go live on social media. I'm telling you to get your camera out and start recording. Alright, I'm finna get my shit, whatever like that, get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just cool out and get my stuff. Record it so that whatever happened from that point on, it's recorded. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think. You gotta think. Because this right here, this footage, is what's gonna have to go to court. When the police get there, trust me, when the police get there, you're gonna need this fucking video. Because that's the only thing that's going, because she might do anything. She might start hitting herself. She might stab herself. Anything might happen after you bring that type of fire to her. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers don't like being called out. As you can see, this motherfucker said this motherfucker had a goddamn stroke. Like motherfuckers can't tell. Like that wouldn't be front page fucking news. Every time goddamn these niggas legs shaking, they sleep. Every time these motherfuckers snore. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, it's front page news. And this motherfucker had a stroke and nobody knowed about it? Shut the fuck up. Fuck are you saying? So you start recording that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You get your shit and you get the fuck up out that motherfucker. Even if you is paying a bill. You get out that motherfucker and you goddamn tell a motherfucker you trying to evict that motherfucker and she won't leave. On some shit like that. But you handle your business from the outside. Get you a room. That's why I'm telling you, get your shit together so you can take care of all this business you're going to have to take care of. Because in life, shit happens. Shit happens. You might run into a hard time here. Somebody might run into you. A hard time might run into you. You need to be prepared for it. This is why I'm telling you, you need to stay sober, in solitude, and stay celibate until you have your shit together. It's no sense in dating, you know what I'm saying, if you still trying to get your mind together from your childhood. If you still haven't figured out what the fuck, if you still haven't healed from wounds that happened in your childhood, The fuck is you out here trying to hold a whole relationship when it takes all of your being to keep it going? Being in close quarters with anybody is gonna take everything that you have when you trying to make that shit work like this. And not, man, don't get me started on if you have kids. That shit takes all of your mind. And you steady trying to get over some other shit. So get your shit together, man. And if you gotta do that, man, bring your camera out so you can, know what I'm saying, get out of there safely. Alright, number one on the list. Number one on the list. Actually, we're going to do a runner-up first. Because it's a lot of shit. Number one on the list. If the bitch ain't got no nose hair, listen to me. I'm talking to you. Listen, just to run up. If a bitch ain't got no nose hair and her shit is red, you can for sure tell it in a light-skinned hoe. You can for sure tell it in a light-skinned hoe. But just while she sleep, whatever like that, just check that shit out. Just check that shit out. If she ain't got no nose hair, she done burnt that shit out from hitting that goddamn bag. She done burnt her nose hair out from hitting the bag so much. Sores on the nose, real flimsy nose, you know what I'm saying? Hyperactive sinus. Any sounds, my nigga, any nose sounds should be a telltale sign of just a perpetual fucking sickness or sinus issues. The bitch is on the bag. Watch that motherfucking nose. That's gonna be a telltale sign. Red nose, no nose hair. And understand, you know, a bitch gonna keep herself together, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be hairy like a nigga nose, whatever like that. But you'll be able to tell if that bitch raw, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's a wound, like, you know, like raw. Like when you, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's hot, it's raw. You know what I'm saying? A dark skin hoe, but her shit red as fuck. On the inside. I'm not talking about out here. I'm talking on the inside. Pay attention. Pay attention. This is why I'm telling you, you got to get your shit together to where you can look a bitch in her face when she talk. You know what I'm saying? Pay a fucking attention to what's going on. Once again, you let the motherfucker know you'll pay for the rehab, and if not, out the door. Number one, the number one sign that this bitch is on dope. If she wear colorful weave. I'm finna go on ride. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm just telling you what's going on. If the bitch got any kind of colorful weave, if it's any color in her motherfucking hair, dog, the bitch on dope. I'm not doing no debating. I'm not doing no type of talking, dog. If the bitch got any lime green, lime pink, lime anything, this hoe is on dope, my nigga. You tell that hoe, hey man, I facilitate the goddamn rehab, but other than that, dog, I'm gonna have to ride. I'm gonna have to ride. If she denied, go on ride, my nigga. Go on fucking ride. Alright. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 fucking signs that the hoe on dope, man. Help your people out, man. I'm A.O. Consaco. It's a Big Face Podcast. Make sure you hit the PayPal. See y'all in a minute. Love.